Stephen A. Smith criticizes the arrest of journalist Don Lemon and told anybody in favor of it that they don't support the First Amendment. This according to the Daily Mail. It's your girl Liz, and once again we are keeping up with the biz. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and therefore everything is allegedly. You know, allegedly. Just my thoughts and opinions with a few receipts. Now, Stephen A. Smith has aligned with Donald Trump and his administration on a surprising number of controversial issues. But the arrest of former CNN host Don Lemon was a bridge too far, even for Stephen A. Smith. Go figure. Finally, we here at Keeping Up can agree with Stephen A. Smith on a subject matter. This doesn't often happen. In case you didn't know, Lemon was arrested by federal agents, along with 3 others, for covering a protest at a Minneapolis church. A worship service was interrupted by protesters who believed that a pastor at the church was connected to ICE, who has been occupying Minnesota for weeks, unaliving 2 American citizens along the way. Lemon and other journalists were there to cover the scene, as is their First Amendment right. So we could not understand why he was arrested. People were appalled that this happens at a church. We don't want to see churches interrupted on a daily basis. I don't know that one protest should lead to arrest, though, especially of Don Lemon that was acting as a journalist. We all know that Nicki expressed her feelings on Don Lemon. She seems to feel that he should be in jail. Some people have been speaking out against Nicki Minaj, such as Billy Porter. Speaking of Billy Porter, the people want to know who told him he could sing a Mariah Carey song. Nicki must have put a hex on him. Social media quickly erupted over Billy Porter freestyling Always Be My Baby, with fans calling the performance painfully cringe and zeroing in on Mariah's forced smile. This, according to the Daily Mail. Now, with Don Lemon seen as an adversarial voice, that's all that was needed for him to be placed into custody under this current administration, is what some are saying. Lemon has been released without bail after appearing in a Los Angeles court Friday on federal charges relating to his coverage of anti-ICE protests at a church in Minneapolis earlier this month. The 59-year-old, an independent journalist, is accused of conspiracy and interfering with the First Amendment rights of worshipers. Don released a statement saying he will be fighting these charges, and we expect nothing less. I guess he was detained for a bit, because he was off his channel for about a day. But he is now back on his channel. He did not let this derail his commentary. He is back on the job. Let's see what Don had to say to a cheering crowd.
I spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silent. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
And Stephen A. Smith called on all journalists, no matter where they stand politically, to oppose the arrest of Don Lemon on his Straight Shooter political platform. On his platform, Straight Shooter Political, Stephen A. Smith says this: "Whether you like it or not, Don Lemon is a member of the press. Don Lemon has been in journalism for 30 years. Don Lemon worked at CNN for 17 years. And just because you don't have a specific organization that you're working for, that's where the word independence comes from. It doesn't mean that your journalism credentials are stripped, not when you've been doing it for decades like him. This is straight BS what he's going through," Smith said. He goes on to say, "I'm a member of the press too. And ain't no way in hell anyone in the field of journalism shouldn't be supporting Don Lemon today. And that's including anyone on the right. Anybody in journalism. I'm not saying it was wise. I'm not saying I would have done it. I'm not saying he should have walked into a church to do interviews and stuff like that for a couple of minutes. But it don't warrant this. You support this, you don't support the First Amendment. You don't support freedom of the press. Don Lemon has been critical of me. I don't give a damn." Now, there are not too many things that we agree with Stephen A. Smith on. But in saying this, he appears to be on point. Do you agree with Stephen A. Smith on this? Let us know. Nicki has indicated that Don should be locked up. Nicki is still out here being MAGA Nicki, She attended a wedding of a Trump associate. According to the Shade Room, she, along with Amber Rose, Michael Blackson, and Smexy Red, went to Alex Blueswhite's wedding. Nicki continues to hang around MAGA personnel. Tristan Thompson also in attendance. Although her fans seem to support, there are many people that are outraged. Billy Porter had this to say. He said, F Nicki. Another woman wrote a poem and this is what she said. Her name is Jessica Care Moore. So apparently she cares about how Nicki has been moving. Pun intended. So this is what she had to say about Nicki. Before we get to the poem that was wrote for or against Nicki, let's talk about another incident. A white pastor reportedly disrupted the service at a black pastor's church, Jamal Bryant. I guess he couldn't get others to come with him, since Jamal is not part of the federal government or a member of ICE. Now in the video, it appears church did not stop, and I doubt this guy was arrested or detained. Now granted, people did not leave church from what I could see. I find it highly suspicious that this happened days after the church protest in Minnesota. Now let's take a look at this poem to Nicki. Now she has 39,000 followers on Instagram, so she does not have a huge following. She says, on a stage, holding this fictator's hand and smiling when nothing is funny about whatever you sacrificed, gave up, swallowed your dignity evaporating with every forced smile. What a waste of good weave and acrylic nails. What a disgrace to women MCs everywhere. What a wild, distorted fraud of a scene. Millions of mics at half-mast, mourning the loss of the heart, the beat, the core that makes black art the voice of the people, for the people. Not a black Barbie, standing with a saggy smut pedcan at her side. We are the prize, not capitalism's side chick. Our backs already built this country's economy. Go write a rhyme about how you turned the devil down. Write poems that show our girls our true wealth. Go read Nikki Giovanni or Nikki Finney. I promise you will find your self-worth inside their pages. Nicki, don't you know? We are worth more and what they could ever afford to pay any of us. Signed, Jessica Care Moore. This post was liked by Questlove. This woman said a mouthful. Some people are really upset with Nicki for hanging out with MAGA people. And now we see Smexy Red is in the mix. Also, Michael Blackson is also in the mix. People we never knew hung out with MAGA like that. Is Nicki making people feel bold about their political views? Amber we already knew like Trump, as well as Smexy, although she did speak once about having a choice over her body. But now they get invited to weddings, this after Nicki went to a summit recently and has been posting in support on Trump. Killer Mike also speaks up in support of Don Lemon. According to Baller Alert, he said that the First Amendment gives you the right to publicly assemble, gives you the right to have religious freedom, and also protest government. In Mike's view, that's why what Don did was within his American rights. So what Don did was right in being an American, but the government did what's wrong. Stephen A. Smith speaks up for Don, which we love to see. Nicki, on the other hand, said he should be arrested and continues to align herself with MAGA. Although people like Billy Porter are speaking out against Nicki, she continues to receive support from her huge following on X, where she has 25 million followers. I can't wait to see what the album sales will be. I can't help but wonder if this will affect her album sales. That will let us know if she has managed to rebrand herself and/or if she still has support of the Barbs for real. Sound off in the comments on what you think of the topic of discussions for today. That is it for this video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I will see you in the next video. By the way, I may attach another video to the end of this video. Let it play to give a girl some viewing time. See you soon. Bye for now. This video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. So you know, everything is alleged. Allegedly. Let's talk Ray J. You know, Brandy's little brother. He has made a name for himself outside of Brandy, so let me stop being shady. I think we all have the little brother syndrome, is why we look over a lot of things he does. Despite saying he's got limited time, according to TMZ, it looked like Ray J's prognosis took a day off as he rocked up to an LA court Friday. Now see, this is why we have to give Ray J the side eye. One minute he claims to be knocking at Unaliving's door, and the next minute he is decked out at the courthouse. Not to mention, he don't miss a beat with promoting his show on his Instagram page. He is doing a lot for a man with a heart running on only 25%, which makes you wonder if this was all a ploy to get back into Princess good graces so he could see his kids. It seems to have worked, because she dropped the restraining order. Looks like Princess fell for the okie dokie. Now, I don't doubt Ray J probably has health issues. Now, I believe that he had rug issues, as he stated according to another report, but I think he is a drama queen and exaggerates. Although recently he is known for singing, he is also an actor. He played on Brandy's sitcom. So it is not outrageous to think he is acting and making his situation seem worse than it is. This is the same ninja that pushed Princess in the pool on Love and Hip Hop. She should have known not to marry him then. Although Ray J has money and probably helped her career, peace of mind is worth a lot more than money. But it is too late for her to turn back now. They have kids together. And just in case what he is saying is somewhat the truth, I guess she'd rather be safe than sorry. Ray shared in an interview a few days ago that the doctors claimed he had to survive on a list of rugs to at least extend his life, as he reportedly does not have much time left. This is what he claimed. As reported by The Blast, Ray revealed the list of rugs, which included cholesterol medication Lipitor, Jardiance, and Entresto, rugs typically prescribed for people at high risk of heart failure. With that, I am surprised he could even walk, but that's just me. According to TMZ, Ray J was decked out in a slick suit and had cool guy energy to the point he refused eye contact for cameras while saying he's doing all right. So now, you're doing all right? All right enough to make it to court so Princess can drop the restraining order? He elaborated a little, saying he was better today. So TMZ states that his health saga might be more day by day than doomsday. You think. With Ray J, you never know. On the flip side, he could just be powering through the rough days, telling cameras his whole goal in court is to see his kids. So yeah, he might be making sure he looks fit for duty with that criminal protective order in the way. Now all this after saying half his heart's turned black, and he's relying on a stack of meds to buy time. But right now, according to this, it looks like he's keeping things VIP rather than ICU. They said he looked like a VIP, you hear me? I wish Ray J the best, but I'd have to give him the side eye, considering all the shenanigans he has pulled in the past. Ray J needs to stop his mess. They say Ray J's been talking serious life or unaliving health woes recently, but you'd never clock it from the way he rolled into court, looking like he had a red carpet to catch. Ray was arrested for making a criminal threat when the cops arrived at his home around 4 a.m. and was placed on a $50,000 bond. The singer was seen getting very agitated on the live stream, accusing someone of trespassing on his property and promising to pow if they refused to leave. The sight from the court between the estranged duo seemed very cordial after a judge relaxed the rules surrounding the protective order secured against him by his former partner. Ray J and Princess were seen outside the San Fernando courthouse in Los Angeles on Friday, where the judge reportedly agreed to modify the protective order that kept him from contacting her and their 2 kids. She revealed that they have been worried about his health issues and they would like to spend time with him. Most importantly, Love informed the judge that Ray poses no danger to the kids. As reported by Page 6, Love filed for divorce from Ray for the 4th time in 2024, and she appeared pretty supportive of him during their latest sighting in court. This is just too much back and forth. Last year, Love broke her silence on the dysfunctional co-parenting relationship between herself and Ray J. According to her, the chaotic connection she shared with him had become exhausting due to his unwarranted behaviors, which might push her to file for sole custody of the kids. Ray J claimed there was more to him, brandishing pow at Princess Love. In explaining his side of the story, Ray J emphasized that he was not wielding a weapon with violence in mind. He explained that he was only trying to protect his space when he saw a man he dislikes entering his home to pick up his kids. I guess Princess came to the house to pick up her kids along with her cousin. Ray explained that his instincts sensed danger, and he had to pull out a pow to defuse the situation. Ray J said that he was shocked the authorities failed to see his point of view. But now, after filing for divorce reportedly 4 times, Princess done dropped the restraining order reportedly. This because apparently Ray J has played at her heartstrings, because Ray J claims to have less than a year to live. Yet he looked very much alive and thriving at the courthouse. Let me know how y'all feel about Princess Love lifting the restraining order so that Ray J is able to see the kids again. So, Princess done dropped all the restraints. Let's hope Ray J has turned over a new leaf and will stop with the shenanigans when it comes to his family. Kids need to have both parents in their lives, if at all possible. Hopefully, Ray J will get it together. That's it for this video, busybodies. Make sure you like this video. Yes, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will see you in the video. Bye for now. I may add a video to the end of this video to get my watch time up. Make sure you let it play and give your girl some viewing time.